And I believe that an opposition in Parliament is not there to bow down to the arguments of the Conservatives, but to stand by what you believe in and defend those ideas and promote those ideas. And if that means that you get the wrath of the Tory party, that you make them angry and mad, and that even some of the Labour Party can't stand what you say, so be it. Because on every question, from war to the economy, to the trade unions, to rent control, to public sector housing, to investment, to meeting the needs of the people, to providing creche facilities for all who need them, to providing education for all who need it, without having to pay. All those arguments that we have made for decades are now, we have a chance to bring them to the centre of politics. No wonder people get angry. No wonder people attack us. But we are not going to move on those issues. We're not going to abandon our policies because the newspapers say we must abandon them, because someone says you're an electoral liability. We will stand by what we believe in, and we will mobilise a crusade across the entire country to transform Britain, but not only Britain, but the entire planet. We live in a world where 85 people own more wealth than half of the world's population. We live in a world where 740 companies control 80% of world trade. We live in a country where 150 companies own more than 70% of the wealth of the economic wealth of the country in the stock market. We live in a country where 100 people or 100 families own more than 30% of the British population. We live in a country where 6,000 families own more than half of the land of the country.
So how do you get rid of the establishment then? That's the real
So we
question.
have to be prepared to challenge the might and power of the billionaires, of the elites, of the big businesses, of the big banks, and yes, of the global institutions that threaten us.
How are you going to do that without violence?
And in order to do so, we will mobilise the democratic will of the population. One, to transform the Labour Party as we are doing now. Two, to transform the organisations in society that are weak as far as defending the rights of the people are concerned into powerful agencies of change. And we will also appeal to people in other countries, in the United States, the Bernie Sanders constituency. Have you seen the giant rallies in America supporting Bernie Sanders, advocating socialism in America? I think one of the major states yesterday or the day before, he outstripped Hillary Clinton, outstripped her support. And across Europe, in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Greece, the same constituency of support is galvanising, because we can and must not only change the Labour Party, not only change British society, but create a world that we can call a democratic and social world for the people of the planet, that creates a world of peace, freedom and plenty, in harmony with the ecology, where the people control the wealth of the planet and plan the utilisation of the resources of the planet to meet our needs and the needs of future generations. That's why I'm supporting the election of Jeremy Corbyn. And I ask you to join the Labour Party, get involved in this revolution in British politics that will bring about a transformation, not only of British society, but it will set alight the tinderbox of explosion across the entire European continent.
Where does Tom Watson...
This is bigger than what has happened in Greece or in Spain, because in Greece and Spain these are new left-wing parties. What we have done in Britain And what we are doing in Britain is transforming a party that was supposed to represent the workers, founded in 1900, and we are transforming that party into the agency to bring about fundamental change and establish a real democratic, participatory, socialist society in Britain as a beacon to the entire world. I hope you support Jeremy Corbyn in this election. I hope you join up with the Labour Party, and I hope you take that argument to the general population. We're on the cusp of a fundamental revolutionary change in society. I thank you for all the years you've heard out the arguments I've made, and I hope you participate in bringing about this change.